Alright, it's Tuesday morning. It's a pool day. Headed to the gym now. Um, Same thing, just like last week. Gonna film the top sets and post them. Um, Got check-ins tomorrow. And let's see what coach says. If I had to guess, we'll probably just stick with the same plan. I wouldn't imagine too much changes. Um, may or may not get more food. I have no idea. Uh, Woke up a little late today, so a little behind schedule. Getting to the gym about 20 minutes later than I normally do, um, which will be alright, but my mornings are normally pretty tightly scheduled, so try to have my same routine every morning, just for the time aspect. But yesterday was good chest day. Had a good pump. I had to lower the weight on some of the exercises, but my form was better, and I really focused on going deeper into the stretch of the movement and then contracting harder in the concentric part of the movement. I'm going to try and focus on the same thing today, so just really focusing on the stretch of the movement, eccentric, and then powerful concentric portion. But like I said, already a little bit behind, so this car chat on the way to the gym, it's pretty much just going to end here.
Heavy or something? Whoa. I didn't get this far, they got a broken face yet. So, that's what she wants for Christmas. And that's what I was like, so, he has the girl and boy you always want. Because my allergic voice sucks. Like I said, doing that stuff. He helps me with mechanic shit, building stuff.
That's what I like to do with my dad too.
15 months.
Big stuff.
Oh, big stuff.
If I was doing this stuff,
That was
So I just got done at the gym. Had a really good back workout. But I just wanted to hop back in on this video and just to remind everyone that just because you're not telling people what you're doing or going through, or like your workout routines or even your day-to-day stuff, even strangers recognize and take notice of what you're doing. I've said it before on my Instagram, but I've never said it here. But you know, people take notice of who you are and what you're doing and the changes you go through, good or bad. So today I had a couple more people while I was working out in the gym basically just make comments about, you know, how much of a transformation I've gone through that they've seen themselves. And you know, it feels good when people tell you, you know, that whatever you're doing is working, and you know, they took time out of their day and their workout plan and routine to stop me and you know, congratulate me on the progress that I've made, which is interesting because and I don't mean this necessarily in a bad way, but every single person that says something to me hasn't changed one bit in the past so it's December, the past 9 months I've been consistently working out at the Y 5 to 6 times a week, every single week. Haven't missed a workout, haven't missed a cardio session. And you know, not everyone asks me what I'm doing because they can see it, but you know, some of these random strangers ask me what I've done to transform my body, and I basically just tell them the same thing I tell you guys: be consistent, work out as hard as you can go that day. You're not going to be perfect day in and day out, and you're not going to be able to give, you know, the same level of effort day in and day out and week in and week out. But whatever effort you do have for that particular day, you need, especially when it comes to lifting and your cardio, you have to give it. The body's only going to change to the stimulus that you provide to it. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're eating too many calories, or you're not moving enough, or you're doing a combination of both, you're not going to lose weight. And same thing is for the opposite end of the spectrum. If you're trying to put on mass or grow muscle and you're not eating enough, you're not eating enough protein, you're not working out hard enough, or you're not working out at all, then you're also not going to grow. So it's just interesting that the people who haven't changed in literally 9 straight months, but I continue to see in the gym every single day, are the ones that have been asking me what I'm doing. and it's just kind of, to me, it seems self-apparent, you know, like kind of obvious. Like if you look around in the gym now, take this with a grain of salt, but I'm normally the only one actually pushing themselves. And I don't mean like screaming and making warrior calls or like battle cries, but I'm the only one whose face changes when they're at the end of their set. Most of the people that work out at the Y, they're doing coffee sets, or as my coach likes to call them, Starbucks sets. You can't even tell if they're like having a hard set, an easy set, a mediocre set, because their face never changes. Their body language never changes, and the reps stay the exact same tempo and speed the entire time with no apparent struggle. And to me, you're just wasting your time in the gym, and you're just going to say you went, and you're just going I guess to make yourself feel better about walking into the gym. Now, yeah, that's half the battle, walking into the gym, but you got to push yourself if you're wanting to change. Now, some people might not want to change. They might just literally just want that aspect, going into the gym just to say they went, just to tell their kids, their spouses, their friends, their family that, oh, I work out every day. But then their bodies don't change, and then they will eventually lose interest, in my opinion, and they will eventually stop going because their bodies aren't changing, and it's all because of the intensity, or because they're eating too much or eating not enough. So I could go on and on and on about this topic because I've lived it, you know. I've been over 300 pounds 2 different times in my life. First time I lost 100 pounds, the heaviest I weighed myself was 335 pounds. And over the course of 18 months, actually it was shorter, it was about 14 months, I lost right at 106 pounds. And I kept it off for about right at 2 years. Then I had a freak injury, and I ended up having a L5-S1 spinal fusion surgery. And that's also on my YouTube, talked about that before. But I gained most of that weight back, and then within, and that was literally right before COVID happened. I'm not using that as an excuse, I'm just giving you a timeline. And within another 2 years, I had gained most of that weight back. I stopped going to the gym. I stopped giving a shit about what I was eating. I was going through some professional and career stress. I just stopped giving a shit and was stressed out all the time. And I didn't know how to mitigate my stress properly. And I just gained all that weight back. Started eating shit food again. And I got back up to 315 pounds. And then pretty much this time last year, you know, I had decided that enough was enough, and, you know, I didn't want to live the rest of my life as the big fat guy, and I wanted to be a more positive role model for my own children, but, you know, the people around me, and not let my life circumstances dictate my physical body. And I feel like that's something we can all manage, and it's something we can all take control of, regardless of what you have going on in your life. You have absolute control of what goes in your mouth and what you do with the meat suit that we all have one opportunity to use, whether, you know, however long we get to use it, whether it's 35 years, 50 years, 100 years, you know, we don't know how long we have in this world. Some people might view it as the other end of the spectrum, you know, hashtag YOLO, if that's even still a hashtag or a thing, kind of dating myself, but, you know, some people might say, well, I'm just going to eat whatever I want and do whatever I want because, you know, I might get run over by a car tomorrow. And that is true. That's definitely true. But the statistics of you getting in a car accident and dying are way less likely than you dying from diabetes and being overweight and just poor overall health. So I realize not everyone has the same physical goals as I do right now. You know, I'm not saying everyone should be going into bodybuilding or trying to step on a stage or anything like that, but you should at least not want to die at 40 of a heart attack because you like McDonald's too much. Yeah, I'm gonna end that rant right here before I make and God forbid you call people fat these days. That'll get you canceled. All right, see you guys tomorrow.